The bank has committed to Paris Agreement alignment of all of its activities from the 1st of January 2023. This covers our financing, but also our work on policy, reporting, and the bank's own internal activities. In working through that commitment as EBRD, we are committed to aligning with the 1.5 degree ambition of the Paris Agreement. When it comes to financial institutions, we have a 4-pillar framework for implementing our Paris alignment commitment. The first pillar is that in our transactions and financing with financial institutions, we would like a commitment that they are willing to align their practices with the Paris Agreement over time. The second area is really thinking about our use of proceeds as the EBRD, so EBRD's financing, and putting, this is the bit I struggle with actually in articulating it. The second area is looking at the EBRD's use of proceeds and ensuring that they are Paris aligned. This involves things like fossil fuel exclusions and also compliance with our environmental and social policy. The third area and the fourth area of our framework is really moving from the use of proceeds to the transformation of the client itself, so they can implement their own equivalent of a Paris alignment commitment. The third area and third pillar is assessing our clients to identify areas where they may need to improve their practices to align their financial flows with the Paris Agreement. And the fourth area is the development of a transition plan, which is following the identification of specific areas, really developing a plan with clear milestones about how they can improve their business practices. And taken together, those 4 areas, the commitment, the focus on the use of proceeds, the assessment of the client, and the transition plan, make up our approach to Paris Agreement alignment of financial institutions. Transition plans play a key role in supporting our partners and our clients align their financial flows with the goals of the Paris Agreement. This has been recognized by regulators, it's been recognized by disclosure frameworks around climate, and it's been recognized by voluntary initiatives that are looking to support the financial sector, ensure that financial flows are aligned with the Paris Agreement. So we know that transition plans will play a key role. What is a transition plan? This is about a financial institution setting out clear actions and milestones on how they will transform their business practices. So what are the components of a good transition plan? This is something that everybody is still working on, but we know the broad contours of what a transition plan should include. It should focus on governance and ensure that climate is taken into account at the top level of a company or a financial institution. We know that it's about strategy to ensure that there are clear actions to align financial flows with the Paris Agreement and implementing that strategy on a day-to-day basis. We know that it's about risk management and understanding transition and physical climate risks in a bank's and a financial institution's operations. Metrics and targets are another area that are crucial about driving the day-to-day of a business and having an ambition that's set out with clear measurable goals. And it's also about ultimately disclosure of these transition plans and how these things are being achieved on a year-by-year basis. So it's very important that once the plan's set, that there is reporting that follows around how the financial institution is getting on against the milestones it may have set. And that's why they're important. We know that financial institutions, in the same way that the broader economy will need to change some of its practices over coming years, and the transition plan is a key component of actually delivering on that. The benefits of a transition plan are clear. They give a financial institution a clear plan on how they will deliver on achieving climate goals and contributing to those goals more broadly. Now, they also give a way of ensuring that there is comparability across different institutions around how this may be implemented. So the benefits, I think, are quite clear on the role of transition plans. Now, some of the challenges relate to the fact that there is no universal standard of what a transition plan is. This is one of the things that has just been commented on by the Network for Greening the Financial System. So there's a need to harmonise how transition plans are used, and this is a key area over the next few years that will need to be addressed. Now, transition plans need to be a transformation of need to lead to a transformation of the financial institution itself. So I think what will be key in coming years is to make sure that these plans are actually delivered on, and that some of the implementation challenges are actually reflected upon in financial institutions. It's easy to set a plan, but ultimately this is about implementation. So I would say that's one of the key challenges that we need to grapple with.